březnu 1939 obsadilo nacistické Německo zbytky Československa. Vládcem nad vyhlášeným protektorátem Čechy a Morava se později stal Reinhard Heydrich, prominentní nacista a jeden z hlavních strůjců holokaustu. 27. května 1942 provedli českoslovenští parašutisté na Heydricha úspěšný atentát. Odveta byla brutální. Více než 1500 lidí bylo popraveno, 3000 Židů byli poslány do koncentračních táborů. Nacisté vyhladili české obce, Lidice a Ležáky. V protektorátu zavládl strach.
This is Atanet 1942. Probably pronounced that wrong, more than likely. But yeah, this is a sort of documentary style game about World War II, as you probably noticed from the intro of this game. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, this game is based on historical research and real testimonies, yet the characters in this game and their stories are fictitious. This placed in 2001.
Ahoj, nezapomeň se večer stavit za babičkou, potřebuje pomoc s tím balením a stěhováci přijedou už zítra ráno. Já jdu za dědou do nemocnice. Máma.
Yeah, your grandmother lived in this place throughout the war. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to be like an FMV game or there's going to be something else to it, or if it's just going to be just a documentary. But we'll soon see. Oh, okay, I get choices. Going to throw out this radio, aren't we? No one's going to listen to it. Cool radio, can I keep it? Okay, sure, let's do this one.
Jo, může si ho nechat, to jsme s dědou poslouchali, než ho odvezou gestapo.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, definitely gonna take good care of it.
Vidím to, jako by to bylo dneska. Děda hrál na klarinech nějakou písničku, kterou já jsem neznala.
Put it down for a minute. Could you help me a bit? Calm down, it's someone from the office. I know, you've taken a day off. I don't like it. Definitely liking the comic style that they got going on here. Very cool. Have you gone mad? Such noise. Jazz music right now. Did you know what happened? Turn on the radio.
Dnes, 27. května, asi v 10 hodin 30 minut byl spáchán atentát na zastupujícího říšského protektora a generála policie SS Obergruppenführera Reinharda Heinricha. Zastupující říšský protektor projížděl svým autem směrem z Panevnických Břežan v městské části Stará Libeň a právě chtěl odbočit do ulice v Holešovičkách. Tu se postavil vozu v cestu muž, jenž se pokoušel vystřelit z automatické pistole na osoby sedící ve voze. Současně hodil druhý muž proti vozu třaskavinu, která při nárazu vybuchla. Po atentátu prchal jeden pachatel Kirchmayerovou třídou v ulici v Holešovičkách, patrně směrem do města. Druhý pachatel uprchl na připraveném velocipedu směrem k městské čtvrti Stará Libeň. Tento pachatel byl muž střední velikosti, měl na sobě tmavě šedé šaty a tmavý klobouk. Druhý pachatel měl na sobě
leaflets. Hide them. I'll go store the place. Okay, the music is really cut out there. Okay, hide the leaflets. I had only a few seconds to hide the leaflets. And yeah, I would have read out the other stuff as well, but I didn't want to interrupt the radio. Okay, you must decide where the media will hide all the leaflets. Choose a spot to hide them by clicking on different objects. Behind the frame? Sure. Took down the picture frame and searched it, including the frame. Fortunately, I didn't leave leaflets elsewhere. Didn't gain any coin. Okay.
Když se vrhli do pokoje, začali na mě křičet německy, já jsem se začala bát. Oni otevřeli kříně, začali všechno vyhazovat, pak dědu odvedli a já jsem si nikdy nemyslela, že ho uvidím až po válce.
Okay, find out why the police arrested Grandpa. Figure out what Grandpa had to do with the assassination. Okay, did they find Lisa? So the police just burst in here for no reason. Who was the neighbor that rang the bell? Okay, maybe we will find out about the neighbor.
To byl Málek odvedle, všechno znáš, zaválkl si Němců dozadu, i nějaký články psal do novin. Měla jsem z něj strach, jako by nás pořád pozoroval, pořád na nás se díval. Po válce byl taky obžalován z kolaborace. Když jako dědu zatkli, tak si pro něj taky přišlo děvska, Bůh ví, co s ním a on vůbec měl.
Yeah, so he was probably who turned in Grandpa. Do you think this Mr. Malik read out Grandpa to the police?
Těžko říct. Nevím, proč by to dělal. A za války je ale možný všechno. Ale mně stačí, když ho potkávám na schodech. Nebudem se o tom bavit.
Okay, information gain. Okay, so we actually missed quite a lot. Okay, I guess we can go to these different places. Okay, let's go to Malik. Okay, your grandpa's neighbor worked as a journalist at the newspaper during the war.
To po mně chcete?
Okay, we might do this first one. My grandpa said that you were questioned by the police during the war. It had something to do with my grandfather. May I ask you some questions about what happened? Because yeah, I think this one would not be in our best favor.
Víte, bylo to pro mě strašně těžké období a já na ně nerad vzpomínám.
I understand you don't like talking about it, but I would really like to learn about those times from someone who experienced them.
No co mám s vámi dělat?
Okay, never mind.
Pojďte dál.
Oh, okay. I thought you'd gonna lock the door on us. Yeah,
Stalo se to těsně po atentátu na Heydricha. Všichni jsme věděli, že se nám Němci krutě pomstí. Kdo to nezažil, těžko tu dobu pochopí. Ať už se v 50. letech nebo později stalo cokoliv, tehdy šlo o život všem. Vy to vidíte úplně jinak dneska. Všichni, všude se píše o tom, jak ty parašutisti byli hrdinové. Dokonce jste jim v té Heydrichova zatáčce postavili pomník.
okay, what do you think about the assassination today?
Vždycky jsem byl zásadně proti. Víte, kolik životů nevinných lidí to stálo? 1400 lidí popravili. A ještě vypálili lidice a ležáky pro jednoho Heydricha. Nikdy jsem nepochopil, jak někdo může obhajovat čin, po kterém přišlo o život tolik lidí. To všechno jenom proto, aby se Beneš a jeho lidi viditelnili v Anglii.
Oh, okay, so that's what happens when we click on them. Give a bit more information about what he was talking about. Also, hello, cat. Okay, what did you do after the assassination?
Věděl jsem, že se nám Němci krutě pomstí. Doposud na ulicích hlídkovali jenom policajti a obyčejní němečtí vojáci. Ale v den atentátu jsem viděl na křižovatce stát SSáky a jejich výrazy, jako by říkali, že nás všechny postřílí. Ampliony pořád vysílají tu zprávu o atentátu. Další den byly všude vyhlášky, kdokoliv, co ví o pachatelích atentátu na Heydricha, bude popraven i s celou rodinou. Tisíce německých vojáků, SSáků prohlíželi dům. Najednou jsem si uvědomil, že mám doma spoustu nebezpečných věcí. Kdyby je u mě SSáci našli, putoval bych okamžitě před popravčí četu.
Okay, I guess we're doing the same thing with that we did with the leaflets. Okay, where are we hiding them? An old revolver that I inherited from my father. He fought in the Russian as a thing during World War I. It's extremely dangerous to have weapons at home, even if they were inherited from family members and had no ammunition. Discovered the offenders would be sentenced to death. Or a typewriter so I can work from home. Nothing wrong with owning a typewriter. Okay, this was a 15th century general. Defended the people, a Czech Christian movement against the Catholic Church and Holy Roman Empire. He is considered a Czech national hero. Those people were seen as nationalist and anti-German. Although this person's name was forbidden in public, it was okay to own a statue of him. Whoever it is. At least we still occasionally beat the Germans in sport. Soccer matches between the Czech and German teams occasionally turned into spontaneous protests during the early years of the occupation. However, there was nothing wrong with owning season tickets. What about in here? Okay, 5 years ago, everyone seemed to envy me for owning this picture of Beneš, the second president of Czech. Beneš had fled to London, where he led the Czech government in exile. Czech and German propaganda condemned him as a national traitor. Owning an autograph picture of Beneš could be dangerous. Yeah. Sham organization. In the early days of the occupation, it seemed like our political conflicts were finally over. But all was. Napoli thought this organization would unify us as one people. Mass political organization created in March 1939. Originally intended to defend national interests in the occupation, but by summer 1940 it had transformed into a preoccupation organized run by collaborators. An analysis of Hitler's military and social policies by Britain historian W. Steed. A series of lectures written in autumn 1934. also among the first English speakers to express alarm about the political situation in Germany in the early 1930s. It'd be bad if I were to be caught if I were caught with a book criticizing Hitler. Yeah, especially during that time. Okay, we're criticizing that thing, or that person I should say, a pre-Nazi political party in Czech that before the occupation sought to break up the country and join the Third Reich. The authors were anti-fascists and members of the left-wing organization Workers' Academy. What about here? Okay, gymnastics was once a very popular sport. This is my membership card from 1938. Back in those days we competed like real men. That activities was halted in April 1941 and the entire organization was disbanded on 11 October 1941. A number of factionaries were arrested and deported to concentration camps. That's not good. Okay, I joined because of my friends. Lasted until 7th grade. Scout activities were halted in July 1940, and the entire organization was disbanded later that October. Because the Scouts encouraged patriotism, they were viewed as a threat. Okay, let's check this last one. Okay, medal from the Czech National Masonic Lodge, a fraternal social club. Before the war, many influential people in positions of power belonged to the Freemasons. Nazis viewed Freemasons as a dangerous cult secretly run by Jews. After the occupation, Masonic unions were banned and state officials had to sign a declaration stating that they never been a member of a Masonic lodge. Okay, we've already done that one. Okay, what is this? Okay, I was in an organization for the children of war veterans. Dad was one of the framed legionnaires who fought in Russia after World War I. Veterans groups, especially in the legionnaires, were viewed as dangerous. The occupying regime tried to wipe out their patriotic organizations and traditions. They were among the fiercest defenders of independent Czech. Okay, and okay, I just realized at the top there it says 12 out of 13, so I'm missing one. Oh, a paperweight with the president on it. First president. He created the independent Czech state. I got this at his funeral in 1937, before the occupation. Okay, Germans considered that personal place a dangerous symbol of Czech nationalism and a reminder of the independent Czech state. Okay, I had been so careless not getting rid of that revolver, I would have risked imprisonment or even death. Luckily, I kept my cool. You don't get any coins. Okay.
Co šlo spálec, skončilo v kamnech. Ten revolver jsem zabalil do novin a odhodil nenápadně v parku. Nebyl jsem jediný. Protektorátní policie našla spoustu pistolí a bajonetů, které si lidé schovávali doma. Teď ale pochopili, že tady jde o krk.
Yeah, definitely during that time it certainly was. Okay, but why were you brought to the police headquarters and questioned?
Kvůli vašemu dědovi Jindřichovi Jelinkovi. To jsem ale zpočátku nevěděl. Celou noc jsem něco psal a najednou ráno před domem bylo gestapo a scháněli se po mně.
Sun's up. I hope the editor-in-chief likes it. Excuse me, does Mr. Malik live here? That's me. Yeah, I don't speak German very well, or at all for that matter, so yeah, I don't know what he said there. Please get in the car. Don't be afraid, we only have a couple of questions. So she saw what happened. Might have a few more questions for her. Okay, so the police took you away?
Byl to hrozný šok. Gestapáci si mě naložili, celou cestu mlčeli a já jsem měl pocit, že jedu na popravu. Vůbec jsem nevěděl, kvůli čemu vlastně chtějí mluvit.
Hey, what did the police ask you?
Na vašeho dědu, na Jindřicha Jelínka. Já jsem vlastně o Jelínkové škole nic nevěděl. I kdybych chtěl, tak jsem jim nemohl říct nic jiného, než že Jelínek byl pošťák a hrál hlasitě na klarinet. Nakonec po několika hodinách o mě ztratili zájem a bez vysvětlení mě pustili domů.
So you know nothing about my grandpa's arrest?
Proč se nezeptáte vaší babičky, proč dědu zatkli? Ona sama se tahala s Němcem a mě bude něco vyčítat. Jestli měl někdo zájem zbavit se vašeho dědy, tak to byl ten Němec. To byste se divil, čeho všeho byli lidi schopní. A co všechno jim prošlo. A já byl po válce pro všechny jak prašivej. Jako kdybych to dělal rád, jako kdybych měl na vybranou.
Definitely have a few more questions for Grandma. Oh wow, we definitely got a lot. We only just missed one there. Okay, very interesting. Oh, okay, so we can replay it if we want to, but we'll continue anyway. Okay, let's go back to Grandma, because I think we have a few more questions for her. Okay, I spoke to Mr. Malik and I need to clarify something. Okay, Grandma, did you know some German man during the war?
No bodej, Sikora byl můj šéf, znali jsme se ještě z Mělníka. Já jsem ho jednou potkala v Praze. On tam tako šel, my jsme se poznali a on jako to, a já jsem říkal, co dělám, on říkal, já dělám na magistrátě. Já jsem říkal, že mi tam náhodou nemohl vzít a on mi tam to potom taky dostal a on mi nabídl to místo, já tam mohla pracovat a nemusela jsem z Prahy odejít a já jsem mu za to byla vděčná.
Yeah, what did you do at City Hall?
No dělala jsem tam písařku, přeci umím psát na svojí.
And why were you meeting this guy outside of work?
To mi vůbec nepřipomínej. Potom, jak zavřeli Jindřicha, pořád jsem říkala, jak mi mohla, tak jsem šla za tím Sikorou jako za svým známým. A myslela, že on mi jako hned na to řekl, že má tam nějakého známého na gestapu a že mi to zařídí a byl strašně ochotný, jo. A že mi jako půjdeme do nějaké Nobel restaurace, abych tam přišla. Já jako husa hloupá jsem na to nalítla a šla jsem.
Interesting. Goodness, there are Germans everywhere. Well, that I did not know how to address him. Good day, sir. Why so formal, my dear? We're not at work. Please, you can call me Wenzel. Excuse me, waiter. 2 drinks. Wenzel, have you been able to find out anything about my husband? Yes, yes. Oh, they have excellent party here. Waiter, bring us a plate of potato rabbit. Yeah, that plate of food. And later 2 coffees with a serving of apple strudel. I'm guessing saying yes, sir. I don't know German, so. Will you not find the rabbit on the menu, you know? Is it kept only for important people? I'm scared they won't ever let my husband out. Wenzel, please. You promised to help us. Yes, but first, let's toast to your bravery. Bravery and beauty. Little Rose, little Rose. Little Rose red, little Rose on the field. You are more beautiful than ever. Whatever that is. Little Rose fought thus and pricked no prose of pain could help her. That is, goeth my darling.
Najednou mi to došlo. Jemu vůbec nešlo o Jindřicha. Sýkora na mě měl políčeno už dlouho a trpělivě čeká na svou příležitost, jako pavouk na svou oběť. A já teď sama jsem mu vlezla do sítě.
Okay, his fences disgusted me, but I couldn't just leave. I was afraid he would be insulted and seek revenge. I had to find a tactful way to deflect his advances, and poetry came to the rescue. Select a poem and drag it into the empty bowl. Fuse that guy's advances firmly and directly, but without insulting. Pay attention to facial expressions. Yeah, I'm terrible at that, so. Okay, little Rose, little Rose, little Rose red, little Rose on the field. You are more beautiful than ever. Okay, we might do this first one. I want to speak out. I want to say, don't go any further. Roberts hide along the way. I want to speak out. Go home, flee. Treachery is lurking in the shadows of those trees. So I think I might use this last one. Summer is burning with fire on all sides, bestowing blooms of the Arcadia fields, as the green soil great smolder in vines, while poppies among the greens do yield. O maiden, maiden, how love I thee! Thine eyes how gleams it, how lovest thou me! Okay, I think I might do this last one here, or the second one. Go lie down, forget, turn off the lights, hug your pillow instead. On the bench about to cut, scissors of desire, fear calls within. Call of your body sings in my blood. Let not your tenderness my chest harm. Track your claws, my kin, wild. Be my love kind, show me your charm. Yeah, I'll do this first one, because the second one seems to, like, insult him, which I think I'm trying to avoid, so. My horse, Saint's horse, bristled yesterday in the night. Saint gripped his lance, heed the warning of the choir. You get little faith, heed the warning of the choir. Oh, I gained 1 coin. That might have worked, but it was a bit threatening. I refused his advances and left as soon as I could. So before that night, Mr. Saikora had never propositioned you before.
Jo, já jsem ho znala už z Mělníka. To byl takovej kluk, on jako kulhal a mě ho bylo líto. Tak jsme se spolu trochu vždycky zastavili, popovídali a on mě i napsal básničku. Ale po čase jsem ho potkala v Praze a to nebyl vůbec on. To byl takovej suverén, to byl úplně jiný kluk.
And what happened next?
Konečně pochopil, že nepochodím. Ale za to mi zase dával nejtěžší práci. Ale taky na něj došlo. Musel doodsnout. Po letech mi napsal dopis, mám ho ještě někde schovaný, může si ho i přečíst, když budeš chtít.
Okay, I would like to read that. Okay, letter from Winslow. Okay, dear Lavinia, perhaps you are surprised that I'm contacting you after so many years. So much has changed. Perhaps it's the recent visit of a friend from Melnick, town where we were born. It sparked my memories with a new intensity and provoked a compulsive wish to renew, at least symbolically, our forcibly severed bonds. But this is not at all easy, Lavinia. Like a tree that has been brutally uprooted, our emotions shall never again take root so strongly in this new soil. We shall never again enjoy the unwavering certainties of the past. Yeah, I don't like noises that are happening in the background. Gross me out. And each glance back will only cause us pain. So few people here are willing to admit this. Loss of one's family home is a terrible thing, equal to the most awful crimes against humanity. It is an attack, one's integrity and personhood. Anyone who hasn't lived through it can never understand. Of course, I didn't write simply to complain. My friend from Malik tells me that you haven't had an easy time either. When you expelled us German traitors as retribution for collaborating with Hitler and the Nazis, fail to realize that you were also punishing yourself in the future, that you would further devastate a landscape that had been carefully refined over many centuries, filled with booming towns and diverse cultures. I'll leave it all to the mercy of decline. A heritage built over countless generations was carelessly destroyed. Today I can hardly blame the Czechs for what they did to us Germans, when I know that they too became victims of their own short-sightedness. When our comrades pushed us into the cattle cars for deportation and robbed us of our possessions, they had no idea what would learn to prosper again in new homes. Meanwhile, the great national majority, would remain on a level that only slightly exceeded their wartime poverty. And all this happened overnight. Our beginnings were unimaginably difficult. The German lands were torn upside down by war. Impoverished and exhausted, some of us barely even knew how to speak German. Funny thing, isn't it? Whatever the case, it would be hard for any country to welcome such a large number of persons in exile with open arms. And indeed, their welcome was not particularly friendly. Various injustices, together with an absolute lack of basic resources, compounded our feelings of humiliation. Tough times did not break us, although the majority of us, through our own hard work, gradually established respectable living conditions. Some in Western Germany, some like you in the East, some even further abroad in England and America. I myself, after several difficult years, took a job at the bank in this place. I gradually built myself a relatively decent position at the deputy director of their legal department. Perhaps you might also be interested to know that I found here my life partner. Clearly it's no coincidence that she too was born in Melnick. This person, you probably remember her. Countrymen are ultimately drawn to one another. This is completely natural. We have 2 daughters and we recently celebrated our 15th wedding anniversary. I will be very glad if you write me back. Respectfully, Winslow. Speaking of which, I received some wonderful news not so long ago about your husband survived the sufferings of the war. I was so pleased to hear it. God, that was a lot of reading. Okay, so, yeah, we're done. Okay, hold on. I still want to talk to Grandma, because I think we still had a few more things to ask. Okay, why did they arrest Grandpa? He didn't have anything to do with the assassination attempt on the president.
Samozřejmě, děda s nima nic neměl, ale oni zabírali jako stekli každýho. A já nevím, jak na dědu přišli, ale nikdo mi nikdy nic o té sérii neřekl.
And Grandpa never told you exactly why they arrested him?
Po válce jsme měli úplně jiný starosti. Dědou to nebylo lehký. On o tom špatným nechtěl mluvit, a to víš, na to špatně se špatně vzpomíná, ale on si psal deník, já to ani nevěděla, a teď jsem tam něco hledala, já jsem to tam našla v jeho věce.
Okay, we might have to take a look at that. Okay, Grandpa's diary. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of reading, I can already tell. Okay, click on it. Okay, diary is encrypted. Read parts of the code and find a combination of letters that make the text legible. Great, here we go. Ooh, we're getting close there. Okay, we just need to find where these go. Aha, there we go. Yesterday the call to arms was finally given. Oh, come on, I didn't get to read it. Oh, okay. So the 13th of January 1938. Went to the cinema today with Egon. We caught, this director's new film, The White Disease. It's probably the most intense experience I've ever had watching a movie. It has inspired me to write some things down, so hopefully I'll never forget what this director was trying to say. But precisely the story expressed not just my own thoughts and feelings, but the crazy times we live in right now. The mood in the movie theatre. It felt as if the audience shared one mind. We all understood exactly what the film was trying to tell us, even if no one said it out loud. The film, an unnamed country led by an evil dictator called the Marshal, invades a small neighbouring country to the south. Everyone in the theatre knew, of course, that the Marshal was supposed to be Hitler. The unnamed country is Germany, and the neighbour is the Czech. And more importantly, it's pretty obvious what needs to be done. We must defend our nation from the Germany White Disease. Words of Dr. Martin, one of the characters in the film, echoes in my ears. We are only a small nation. That's why we must defend ourselves. If someone were to attack us, I would grab a gun and fight. We all must fight. Egan and I swore on oath that we would do it. Okay, 13th of March. I can't just sit around and watch what's happening in this place. Father was pressuring me to graduate high school and lead a respectable life. Once saw in some job for me at the post office. How the hell am I supposed to just sit around and stare at the world from a service window in the post office, especially now as the Austrians enthusiastically welcome Hitler like a hero? My friend Joe gave up on their respectable life and left for Spain over a year ago to fight against Franco and his fascists in the Civil War. Fortunately, I'm only 18 and can't join the army for 2 more years. That could be too late. I could join as a volunteer, but I need permission from my father. Okay, 18th of May. A strange coincidence today. I ran into Colonel Manuel while crossing the Mains Bridge. I could see his bold, shiny head from a long way off, and I took this as a sign, worked up the courage to speak to him. I told him that I wanted to join the army as a volunteer, and my father's position on the matter. He seemed interested in my story, and asked me why I felt so strongly about joining the army. This made me kind of upset. I said that everyone knows why, especially after reading his articles. He seemed pretty happy to be such an enthusiastic fan. I promised to speak to my father, and even write down our address and phone number. Guess we'll see. Okay, 24th of September. Yesterday I finally did it. We are mobilizing for war. I froze when I heard the voice on the radio. Then it became clear to me that we were really going to fight, and that meant we could die. 27th of September. We entered the military training camp in this place as volunteers. Lieutenant Koba quickly made us into soldiers. It hasn't been easy. Sometimes I want to scream at him, but at the end of the day, I'm happy to be under his command because it means I get to defend the Republic in its time of need. I spend my days switching between a rifle and a clarinet. It would never have occurred to me that a musical instrument and a weapon could be so similar. Thin figures made of wood and steel. Sometimes in the evening, after we have dinner, I have enough time and strength to play with some guys in the dorm. We play mostly patriotic tune and folk songs. All the time I spent playing with my jazz band in high school proved useful after all. After years of playing Hello Lola by Glenn Miller, folk songs are a piece of cake. And to be honest, I almost enjoy playing them more than swing. They're just closer to my heart. 2nd of October. Basic training is almost over. In a couple of days we will be assigned to our units. There are a lot of good young men here. This person, for example, became close during the sniper practice, and later when we learned how to load machine guns. I hope we will be in the same unit. 5th of October. We're still in the barracks. Humiliation is almost unbearable. England and France have handed us over to Hitler. I can't even believe it. When I heard the news, I ran straight to Lieutenant Koba, who was standing in front of the radio with tears running down his face. He looked up at me in silence. I'll never forget those tears, and the silence, the outrage I felt against those who abandoned and betrayed us, those who forced us to accept the humiliating of the so-called pact. It shall always be a day of national mourning, horror and humiliation. And there's also a newsletter snippet which I can't read because I don't understand. Okay, 18th of November. I've officially discharged from volunteer service. I was useless there anyway. No idea what to do now. Can't go back to life as normal, as if nothing happened. Everywhere I look, I see hopelessness and defeat. People avoid looking at one another. The enthusiasm I felt in the summer is completely gone. In 1939, 18th of February. This is the day after what felt like forever. I spent some time playing with my buddies from the old school band. This person was always the eager one, signed us up to play the medical students' ball. He has a lot of new friends in med school now. I think he wants to show off and impress the girls. Didn't feel up for the performance, but Egon taught me into it. In the end, it turned out to be a rather pleasant evening, at least for a little while. I was able to forget what was going on around us. And one of the girls was chasing after. It was really cool. Egon tried to woo her with his extensive knowledge of movies, but that didn't work. Surprisingly, she was looking instead at me, so we danced and talked for a while. It was all so natural. We're going to see each other again today. Her name was Lydia. Oh, so that's how they met. That's cute. Okay, that's definitely a strange portrait. Okay, 3rd of April. I've been spending my days with Lydia. She keeps telling me that I need to appreciate the small joys in life. But it's pretty hard these days. Still, I enjoy being with her. I feel like I have a reason to live. My dad's pushing me to take that stupid job from his friend at the post office. He's also promising me to buy me some apartment through some friend. Seriously considering it. We would have our own apartment and finally be free of rent payments in Lydia's dorm. 30th of April. Band is supposed to play in some student music festival. Played it last year too, but this time Egon is against it. We spent the night fighting about it in some bar. Apparently we're broken up now, and what's more, had my first fight with Lydia. She was at the bar too, and pretty angry for her own reasons. Egon made some joke about how I'm not playing my clarinet because I'm too busy playing with Lydia. That really ticked her off. Okay, 7th of May. I just completed one of the most important weeks of my entire life. It began on Monday. Germans forbid us from celebrating May Day, but Lydia and I did so anyway. We took a short trip to Rapil to watch the sunrise. Rip is a pretty important place for us Czechs. According to legend, it's a place where our earliest ancestors first settled. And let me tell you, when we got there, it was practically a carnival. There were probably 1,000 people on that little hill. And then on Wednesday, we were listening to a live performance broadcast from the National Theatre of our great national composer, this person. I'll bet every Czech in the place was listening. I can almost feel those hundreds of thousands of kindred spirits broadcasting through the receiver. Began to think about my days in the barracks, how me and the guys would play folk songs in the evenings, but it's only now, in those tough times when the Czechs have been discouraged and abandoned by everyone, that I fully understand the strength and power of our national music. Sure, we started our stuff to Duke Ellington in a jazz band, but nothing could compare to this. Today was also the day that they transported the remains of our beloved national poet, Karl, from the small town of this place, where he died in the 19th century, back to this place. There were so many people in the streets to welcome him. Lydia and I were there too, at least until the Germans chased us away. Apparently they're even afraid of our dead poets. We will not forget this. Lydia and I took a leaf from Becker's laurel wreath as a souvenir, and they even got the little leaf there. That's cute. Okay, 17th of November. Why is luck so fleeting? I think yesterday Lydia was happily planning our perfect future, an apartment full of children and her own doctor's office to boot. And today, I'm devastated. Lydia hadn't taken our domestic bliss for granted yesterday. It all started when I got angry at Lydia because she didn't want to go to this person's funeral. It was a bad fight. Today, those German murderers closed Lydia's university. Allegedly for 3 years, but we'll see about that. She said that they will never be able to complete her studies. That means there won't be a doctor's office, and possibly no children either. And then the wave of arrests. Police took away these people who were supposed to attend the funeral with me on Wednesday. 20th of November. Mia has to move out of her dorm and doesn't know where to go. If we don't find something soon, she will have to go back to her hometown, Melanik, middle of nowhere. Thinking about it breaks my heart. Why now, when we've come so close? 22nd of November. Seems that we've solved at least one problem, but Chancellor Lydia ran into an old acquaintance of hers from Melanik, some guy named Sakura, who works at the City Hall, and he offered her some work as a typist. Slightly embarrassing for us, getting help from a German. He was technically a Czech citizen from the borderlands, but still, he speaks German, and that makes him a German. Lydia and I spoke for a long time about whether we should take the job, but she convinced me that he had always been a very polite person. Oh, and we're on to 1940 now. 15th of February. We never have believed these awful things you smell at the post office, and the filth people carry on their hands. A fairy tale about white disease might the director write today about our post office, where he's still alive. Which was these bureaucrats are scum who delivered letters to the police, recently called him a little sublet apart. Thank goodness it's warm in Laminia's in the woman's housing dorm. Sometimes I play my clarinet just to warm myself up. Okay, 1st of March. So I don't know if we did the right thing, but Laminia accepted the job at the City Hall. Today I went to visit her at work and I saw Psychora. I can't stand him. Or did I just imagine that he was a little too familiar with Laminia? Yeah, about that. And large jump into 15th of September. Laminia. How beautiful the name sounds. A touch of girlish beauty, but it also offers a somber reminder of Saint Laminia. Perhaps in my old age I will still be religious thanks to dear Laminia. I just can't help myself when she looks at me with those big sad eyes. Saint Laminia died a martyr's death. Okay, Laminia, however you pronounce that last name, sounds very lovely. She'll be my rock in tough times. Like today, I gave her a bouquet of roses and a pair of earrings that belonged to my mother. Went to the cinema and kissed her in the weekly news. Paid no attention to the lies on screen. Somehow I will suffer through the week at the post office, and on Sunday we're off to Malnick. Mina enjoys taking trips back home. We didn't know it's where the rivers meet. And I think it's where I will say to her, Laminia, this joint lies like these two rivers. Will you marry me? I hope I find enough courage to put the question like that. 13th of October. Yesterday, Laminia and I got married. I didn't tell the guys from the band. Egan would have tried to pull some crap. He always makes fun of me for spending time with the old ball and chain instead of going out and living up. Got a couple of flowers for the ceremony, but there isn't much growing in October. We had a modest, quiet reception. Laminia laughed and said that it seemed more like a funeral. Guess it's not how she imagined the big day, but what can we do? I was glad that I didn't fight with Flyla. Lydia got a book of romantic poetry from Sakura as a wedding present. What's that jerk thinking? Need to keep an eye on him. 26th of October. Father's acquaintances once again delivered. The old man had such a patronizing look on his face as he took us to our new apartment. Honestly, I don't even want to know how he managed to arrange this. His acquaintance probably pushed us to the top of the long wait list, get lots of needy people along the way. I knew one becomes suspicious at the post office that I'm into some unsavory business. Mia's joy with the new apartment helped me overcome the bitter aftertaste of accepting my father's services. And now we're on to 1941, 2nd of March. A pleasant business day with our neighbour, Mr. Malik. He's one of those ass-kissers who has figured out how to live a proper German life. Claims I'm breaking our nightly curfew by playing my clarinet. And even worse, I'm playing horrid, that word, music. Who knows where he heard it? I said fine instead of bothering you with my horrid music. We'll switch on some illegal broadcasts from London. I think he almost crapped his pants. Now Laminia is scared he's going to report us to the police. Apparently he has some relatives who are interested in our apartment, so dear diary, should I apologize to Malik? Fat chance. 23rd of June. What a world we live in today. What a world we live in today. The media we invented for sharing truth and understanding have become propaganda tools for circulating that and lies. Newspapers, radio, cinema. Today they serve only to circulate the German worldview. People begin to change their under the constant pressure of these lies. We're all changing. When we stand face to face with lies, we choose to keep silent. Although I suppose the hairs on our backs bristle a little bit, like a cat scared by a larger, more dangerous predator. Okay. Once again, today I again listened to that bald bastard person. I also just noticed the little picture underneath. I like that. Give a speech on the radio. He's a different man now. I can never call him that. Can you believe that once upon a time I actually admired him? And now it sounds like he almost believes all this garbage about Hitler's 1,000-year reach. And about how the leaders of the republic were traitors who took orders from the Jews. Sometimes I think back to high school and remember how many of my friends, inspired by Ulrich's writings, wanted to join the military academy. How during the summer of 1938 we thought that no one could beat us with the officers like him, not even the Germans. 1942, 22nd of February. Many would like to have kids. At this point, I'm not sure that makes sense to bring a child into the world. Perhaps I should take advantage of the fact that we don't have children yet. Focus a bit more on my efforts in the anti-German resistance. Perhaps I shouldn't have even got married at all. Maybe I should have left the country like the resistance fighters in London. Most people just go to the bar, get drunk and grumble. I satisfy my longing for resistance by listening to legal news broadcasts from London every evening. Others can use the excuse that they have children and that they don't want to endanger their families, but what about me? Maybe I should do something like the Third, the resistance fighter. I should make contact with them and figure out how I can help. 27th of February. Today a rather unpleasant thing happened. It was lunchtime and I got into the back car of a tram on the Revolution Street. After that I sat down, recognized the familiar face of my old friend, E, sitting ahead of me in the first car. We hadn't seen one another in a long time, not since the days when he played for us in the band. I was really looking forward to catching up. At the next stop I jumped off the tram and ran ahead to the front car. I jumped on, walked right up to him and said hello. Pretended like he didn't recognize me. When I refused to go away, he got angry and tried to push me away. It occurred to me that maybe he was angry because I forgot to invite him to my wedding. I felt bad about that. Didn't mean to click on that. Okay. I felt bad about that. And once I started thinking about it, I realized that I had seen him a lot less after the wedding. Still, I was glad to see him now and really didn't understand what the hell had gotten into him. When he jumped off the train and the next stop looking about nervously, I decided to follow him. Then, just as I called out to him, it occurred to me. He is a Jew. Never said much about it. I mean, his entire family went to church, but it was at that moment that I put all the small clues and hints together. This is the way he backed out of the band. Why he stopped hanging out with us. And now here he is, walking the town without a style, staying in the front car of a tram, which everyone knows is completely outward. All this despite the fact that so many Jews had already been deported to who knows where. I'm ashamed to admit how surprised I was. It occurred to me that I should just walk away and let him go. Didn't want to add to his problems, but then I got a hold of myself. Got up to him and grabbed his shoulder. He knew damn well that his friend, but he was scared nonetheless. He had already received a call that he was to be deported, and he was completely lost at sea. Didn't even have forged documents, of course. He recognized me, and in private he admitted as much, but he didn't want to cause me any trouble. I still seemed eager to part ways. Noticed he was shivering, so I gave him a coat. As he explained how desperate he was, I also gave him my spare train ticket, all the money in my wallet. Now what will I tell Lydia? 2nd of March. I went to the 3rd. He knows someone who can help E. They were nice to meet me at the police station, as if they knew what I was after. If all the good Czechs would unite, neither the Germans nor the collaborating bastards like my neighbour Melik will stand a chance against us. We'll meet with E every other week on Wednesdays at our old spot. Prefer not to talk about this in front of Lydia. 18th of March. Meeting with E is done. Our exchange is complete. It's a crazy idea. I prefer not to think about what could have happened to us. Lydia notices something. She probably thinks that I have another woman. Guy needs to look out for that word, but he also needs to be careful about his woman. 19th of April. The media was reading her magazines again today. She tried to provoke me with a photo of some actress on one of the covers. She knows very well that I don't like those fake model smiles. Actresses always have the dumbest expressions. Like they couldn't count to 5 if their life depended on it. Garbage drives me nuts. Remember when Lavinia took me to see some big flashy movie last year? I couldn't get over how fake it was. In this day and age, a real man shouldn't be acting as if nothing is happening in the world outside the movie theatre. He sits and laughs at the movie, but he shouldn't be laughing when he knows damn well the rest of Europe is at war. I think like he had no cares in the world is so false. I simply cannot stand it. 23rd of May. Father wrote again. It's the same silly stuff over and over. I gathered from his account of Uncle Carol's birthday that they planned a second secret party in the countryside over the weekend. So now the whole family is united in the fight against Nazism. They heroically butchered a pig. Well, at least we can cleanse the guilt of our stomachs with blood sausage. Ew. Amelia was silent again today. We spoke again about having children. At least we will have a beautiful day with the sausage. Sure, they will be having a different sausage later on. Oh, and that's it. God, that was definitely a big read. Okay, let's talk to Grandma some more. Okay, I read Grandpa's diary and I'd like to ask you a question. Diary Grandpa writes about a Jewish friend named Mr. E. Do you know who he was?
Žid, ale to by mohl být Egon Mareš. Děda s ním chodil už do gymnázia, potom za nějakou kapelu taky založili, hráli spolu a pořád jim to fungovalo. Ale já jsem ho neměla ráda. To byl frajer, že důležitý, jsem se asi líbil holkám, jo? Ale že byl žid, to mě vůbec nenapadlo.
Okay, in the diary, Grandpa writes that Mr. E was Jewish, but he escaped deportation. Do you know something about this?
Vůbec nic. Já nevím, co si s dědou řekli, co si udělali, rozešli se.
Okay, did Grandpa help him somehow?
Ne, a jestli mu pomáhal, tak jsem o tom rozhodně nic nevěděla.
Okay, I would like to ask you a question. Do you know who they called the third during the war?
Já vím, kdo byl třetí. Byl to Matyáš Krejcar. Byl odbojí. Dával lidem letáky, takináky dal dědečkovi. A když dědečka zavřeli, přišel se zeptat. A já jsem mu řekla, že hazarduje s lidskými životy.
Okay, and Grandpa kept working with them later. Were they involved in something?
To ne. Děda byl soudnej. Ale třeba s nima pracovat, co já vím, to nevím.
Ooh, okay, we got quite a few more information out of her. Okay, that's good. Okay. Ooh, okay, we got a new one there, but now let's go visit Grandpa. Because, yeah, we haven't even visited him yet. Okay, your grandpa arrested by the police during the war. Oh, I was not expecting, this. Hi, Grandpa. Yeah, don't think he's going to be answering many questions. Well, shit. Okay, let's go to the, third guy then. Okay, Grandpa's army buddy. Member of the resistance movement during the war.
Co si přejete?
Okay, we didn't get any subtitles there. Okay, hello, I'm the grandson of this guy. Can I ask a couple of questions about the Second World War?
Druhá světová válka, říkáte? No tak to pojďte se mnou do kuchyně.
Well, at least you seem a bit more friendly.
Dáte si kafe nebo čaj?
Well, I'm a bit more partial to tea, so. And thank you, kind sir.
Cože vás to zajímá? Odboj za války? No o tom vám samozřejmě můžu něco říct, ale nesmíme se moc zapovídat, mám za chvíli nějakou schůzku. No odboj, to přece byla vlastenecká povinnost. V roce 1938 jsme chtěli bránit republiku, bohužel páni politici nám to nedovolili. Takže i hned po okupaci jsme šli do odboje. No, bohužel celá řada lidí to zaplatila životem.
Yeah. What was the occupation like for you?
Já jsem měl štěstí, na mě nepřišli. Takže nakonec jsem bojoval se zbraní v ruce až v pražském povstání. Víte, kde začalo pražské povstání?
Okay, of course I know that. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to what he said, so.
V Praze se samozřejmě na mnoha místech demonstrovalo už předtím, ale skutečné povstání začalo tady, na Vinohradech, u Rozhlasu. To bylo 5. května, tehdy nikdo z nás netušil, že to bude trvat ještě několik dní, než bude Praha svobodná. Obléhali jsme pak německou posádku ve škole na Lobkovicově náměstí. Bylo to asi 500 zkušených wehrmachťáků, kteří to do nás ale prali kulometama. Když kapitulovali, tak jsme šli bránit Žižkovské nákladové nádraží, tam to bylo nejhorší. Víte přece o těch zvěrstvech, která se odehrávala na Pražačce.
Okay, actually know something about that. The SS barracks were there.
Na Pražačce byla kasárna SA, nějaký prapor Feldherrnhalle. Bylo to pár stovek odvedených mladíků a snad jim ještě nebylo ani 18, ale přitom byli horší než SSáci. Popravovali rukojmí, nebrali zajatce, zavraždili nakonec i naše parlamentáře. Když potom ze školy odtáhli, našli jsme ve sklepě mrtvoly zavražděných zajatců.
Yeah, definitely not retaining much of this information that's been given me. Okay, who were the parliamentaries?
Parlamentáři, to byli vlastně takoví vyjednavači mezi oběma stranami konfliktu. Podle Haagské konvence, když šli s bílým praporem, tak měli být chráněni. Ovšem Němci na veškeré dohody úplně zvysoka kašlali. 6. května se ukázalo, že Němci stahují ku Praze posily, aby povstání potlačili. My jsme měli jenom pěchotní zbraně, pušky, pár Panzerfaustů a nějaký ten kulomet. Ale Němci, ty táhli s dělostřelectvem, pancéřové jednotky, měli i letectvo. No, jediný, co jsme proti nim vlastně mohli nasadit, byly obrněné vlaky. No a na ten obrněný vlak právě potřebovali zkušené zbrojíře, tak mě poslali z nákladového nádraží na Žižkově do Vršovic na obrněný vlak Praha. S tím jsem potom bojoval nejenom v pražském povstání, ale i v pohraničí, ale to už je zase úplně jiný příběh. No vidíte, to jsem se s váma nějak tak zapovídal a už mám dávno být někde jinde.
Okay, during the interview you missed out on important information about your grandpa's fate. Try to repeat the interview and ask better questions. Well, I was going to have more time than that, so... Okay, let's try repeating. I really need to use a coin for that. God, that's annoying. Okay, I know my grandpa was in the resistance with you. Could you tell me more about it?
Jelínek? Jindřich Jelínek, no ten vlastně neměl s odbojem nic společného. To máte nějaké špatné informace. K tomu vám vlastně nemám Nemám co říct.
Information gained, okay. Okay, what did you do after they took Grandpa away? Okay, I did everything. I didn't know what to do. The police went sent our apartment. Everything was a mess, so I started clean. Okay, Grandpa was obsessed with, this record was banned, but fortunately the police didn't notice. Oh, okay, there's a lot to explore. Oh shit, okay, we're gonna be kept busy for a little bit. Okay, I'd been altering a dress to make it into a skirt. Clothing was Russian just like food, and it was hard and hard to find. I'd already pinned everything together for sewing, and they threw it all about. Okay, that's a record player. Okay, soundtrack record. Especially fond of this record. Grandpa gave it to me as a birthday present. It's a song from a film. Okay, movie ticket. Didn't go to the movies much during the war. Didn't care for films at all. If we did, we only saw Czech films. Didn't watch German films as a matter of principle. The Germans gradually banned anything that wasn't German. But I did like to watch the occasional romance film, even if Grandpa would laugh at me and call them corny. Okay, what's in this? Okay, a theatre program. Used to go to this theatre to see performances. They're better than movies, but when the president came to power, the Germans shut it down for good. Okay, what about this book? Photo album. Grandpa was an avid photographer. Okay, oh, it's the radio. Grandpa's parents, or great-grandparents, gave us money for this radio as a wedding present. Grandpa used to listen to fine broadcasts on it. Yeah. Okay, this is a magazine. I used to read this magazine now and then. Grandpa liked looking at the photos. Under the Germans it got worse and worse, like all magazines and newspapers. So he brought it less and less. Okay, let's put up a chair, put up a stool. Okay, put all those away. Okay, there's a clarinet. Grandpa's prized possession. In fact, that's how we first became acquainted. He used to play the medical students' ballroom dance before the Germans closed our school. Okay, I think we're pretty much done with this room. Okay, we'll go here and check the closet. Oh, we just closed it, okay. Never mind. Okay, what's this? Okay, leaflets. Oh, you hid it in there. I mean, that's a smart place. Grandma had a childhood friend who was in the resistance. He gave them the leaflets at the start of the war. Took them from the fireplace and hid them under the floor in the kitchen. Put the dishes there that had broken, put a chair, put that chair. Okay, put that up, put that back up, put that up as well. Okay, People's News, November 18th, 1939. The Germans decided to close the universities. Nazis occupied our dormitory and took people to the concentration camps. They left us girls alone, but I knew several of the young men they took away, at least in passing. Okay, textbooks. Came to this place in 1938 to study medicine. Wanted to be a pediatrician. Lived in a student dorm. Okay, identification card. This is my identification card. It was my ID card. Everyone needed one. We were originally given a whatever that is ID card, but we had to exchange them. Eventually to make us more unified with the German Reach. Okay, what's this? Flashlight. Ooh, very old styled one. Before the war, Grandpa took it with him on hikes he took with his scout trip. During the war, he needed it to stumble through that place during blackouts. Okay, Russian coupons. What a mess. Russian coupons and the amount of items they gave us constantly changed. There were fewer goods as the war went on, not to mention those endless lines. We used to visit this nice family who lived below us. Sometimes they would put something aside for one of the Jewish families who lived in the neighborhood, so their children would have milk, eggs, and things like that. That's very nice of them. Okay, work ID card. Germans required everyone to work. Whoever didn't have a job had to register for employment at the labor office. I was fortunate enough to find a job at the City Hall after they closed the universities. It was offered to me by an acquaintance who I used to know from my hometown, Monic. He was a director there. Otherwise, I would have had to return to my hometown. Okay, put the pillows back up. Okay, close that. Okay, we're apparently missing one more thing. Oh, it's a thing right here. Ah, the pot plant. Okay, I was exhausted, but I didn't go to sleep until I had cleaned everything up. I didn't want those things scattered around to remind me of the police's search, and I got 2 coins for it. Yay!
Ty noci poté, co odvedli Jindřicha, byly nejhorší v mém životě. Občas jsem si pustila rozhlas, ale tam pořád dokola opakovali výzvu k odhalení atentátníků. Také četli seznamy popravených. Modlila jsem se, abych tam neslyšela Jindřichovo jméno. Myslela jsem, že je to Jindřich, ale byl to jenom soucen Málek. Bůh ví, odkud se ten kolaborant vracel.
So how did Grandpa get the police distracted? Hey, good afternoon. Okay, speaking German, so I don't understand what they're saying. Are you alone? Okay, Grandpa has to come up with something quickly to preoccupy them. No. My wife is in the bedroom. She'll clean up as soon as she's come out. Okay, the police didn't pay attention to whether the flat was clean. Grandpa said that I was getting dressed. I held him for a while, and I had time to hide the leaflets. Yeah, I fucked up there. And my wife is in the bedroom. Wait, she's dressing. Hurry up. House search. What were the leaflets that you're hiding?
Byly to protiněmecký letáky z války. Dal je mu nějaký kamarád Matyáš Grejcar. Bydlel tady někde na Vinohradech. Já už vůbec nevím, jestli žije.
Can I see the leaflets?
Nevím, jestli je znajdu. Děda je měl někde v těch věcech schované, tam někde. Ale já se budu podívat.
Oh, you got one of the drawings there. Or the drawing of the wedding. Okay, that's kind of cool. Okay, Grandpa's belongings from the war. Okay, there's several things here. Okay, so
Děda
there's...
byl po válce ve svazu protifašistických bojovníků a pomohl pak vyřídit Marie Červeňákové, s kterou se potkal v Buchenwaldu, potvrzení, že byla v koncentráku, aby dostala odškodnění. Taky zařídil, aby jí dali lázně a ona mu odtamtud poslala lístek.
Okay, thank you for the information. What else?
Letáky dal dědovi na začátku války jeho kamarád, který byl v odboji. Děda je měl v kredenci, občas je vytahoval. Vlastně ani nevím, proč si je nechával.
Well, at least we can get to see what they sort of look like. What about this photo?
Těsně před osvobozením Buchenwaldu děda onemocněl, takže si tam pobyl nějakou dobu i po osvobození. Vrátil se někde v červnu. Američani zřídili v osvobozeném táboře jakousi nemocnici, kde se děda náhodou seznámil s jedním českým cikánským děvčetem. Marie Červeňáková se jmenovala. Vrátila se dřív a přišla mi osobně říci, že se děda zotavuje. Chudá holka. Němci zamordovali skoro celou rodinu.
Yeah, that's definitely a tough time period for everyone. Okay, what about this?
Vždycky přišel lístek s pokynama, jak často a kam se můžou posílat dopisy, balíky, jaký známky a tak podobně. Čas od času jsem mohla poslat balíček, a to jsem si musela dopředu všechno naplánovat, co a jak seženu nebo ušetřím ze svýho přídělu. Problém byl s cigaretama, ty byly na příděl, ale jenom pro muže, tak jsem vždycky musela prosit nějaké známé nebo příbuzné. Aspoň takhle jsem mohla dědovi trochu pomoci. Dědu zavřeli nejdřív do malé pevnosti v Terezíně, pak ho převezli do Osvětimi a nakonec skončil v Buchenwaldu.
Yeah, I should have figured this was part of the entire of this place. What
My
this?
jsme samozřejmě tušili, že se v koncentračních táborech děje něco strašného, ale že se tam lidi hromadně likvidují, to jsme nevěděli. Vězni o tom samozřejmě nesměli psát, to se přísně cenzurovalo. A když žiješ ve světě, kde se nic neříká tak, jak je, těžko rozlišíš, co je pravda a co je lež. O dědovi kdysi psali v Hlasu revoluce. To byly noviny Svazu protifašistických bojovníků. Děda tam měl před lety dokonce nějakou funkci.
Okay, there's a postcard here.
Museli jsme si psát německy, aby to mohli přečíst německý cenzoři. Pro mě bylo vždycky důležité, že jsem věděla, že je naživu. Ta léta čekání byla hrozná. Nejhorší to bylo na začátku. Ten strach a ta bezmoc. Tak jsem si řekla, že musím být silná a vydržet, a pak to vydrží i děda. Každý den jsem za něj se chodila modlit. Dneska jsem už unavená, necháme to na jindy.
Yeah, so it looks like we're done with her for now. There's some information that we left out, but it's quite a lot. Okay. Okay, we can do Marie, but I want to try this one again to get more information out of him. Okay, but I came here because of something else. I'm interested in the story of my grandpa.
Jindřich Jelínek, no, toho jsem samozřejmě znal. Poznal jsem ho v 38. za mobilizace. Hlásil se dobrovolně, protože neměl za sebou ještě ani vojnu, ani to neuměl pořádně s kvérem.
Okay, Grandpa wrote in his diary that you guys were friends.
No, mě bylo vašeho dědy trochu líto, protože to jeho nadšení bylo trošku dětinské, ale opravdové. Takže jsem si ho vzal pod ochranné křídlo. Staří mazáci, ty se mu smáli a říkali, no až bude nejhůř. Tak Jindříšek zahodí flintu, vezme klarinet a zaduje do něj tak mocně, že nepřítel uteče.
Okay, and then what happened?
My, zkušení vojáci, jsme šli do opevnění na pražské obranné čáře a váš děda, ten zůstal ve smíchovských kasárnách. My jsme ty řopíky předtím vůbec neznali. Stísněný prostor, vybavení v podstatě žádné. No, bylo tam velké napětí. My jsme kopali zákopy, dělali záseky, připravovali ochrannou střelbu. Znáte vůbec ten systém lehkého opevnění?
Great. Okay. No, but I don't need to ask something else. I don't know, but I need to ask about something else. Heard something about that. Okay. Okay, let's say it was in line of defense.
No to taky. Ale co bylo důležité? V tom lehkém opevnění žádný z těch žopíků neměl přímý výstřel na nepřítele. Ne. Boční střelbou vlastně kryla jedna pevnostka tu druhou, sousední. A takže Němci, i kdyby měli velkou převahu a prošli by, tak by měli ohromné ztráty. No a pak tedy bohužel přišla ta zpráva o Mnichovské dohodě. My, co jsme byli přímo v opevnění, jsme to snášeli mnohem hůř než ty kluci v kasárnách.
Okay, sorry to interrupt you, but was my grandpa ever involved in resistance activities in some way?
Ne, členem naší ilegální skupiny váš děda nikdy nebyl. Potkal jsem ho náhodou v 39. někdy na podzim na poště, kde pracoval. Zašli jsme spolu na pivo a dal jsem mu přitom několik letáků, neplakal štěstím. No a potom nám občas pomohl, když jsme potřebovali třeba vyzvednout nějaké postarestante nebo bezpečně poslat na venkov nějaké dopisy. Ale do ilegální práce naší skupiny jsme ho nikdy nezasvětili, protože to bylo velice nebezpečné.
That's fair enough. Okay, was it possible that Grandpa was involved in some other legal group?
Ne, to asi ne, to by se mi byl asi svěřil. To jeho začení vůbec nemuselo souviset s nějakou odbojovou činností, ale třeba s jeho prací na poště. Mohlo dojít k nějakému zanedbání, k nějakému šlendriánu, docela k maličkosti, ale gestapo to okamžitě označilo za sabotáž. No a přirozeně za to byly dost vysoké tresty.
Okay, when Grandpa's died, he was helping a friend who escaped deportation.
Ano, víte, když se někdo potřeboval takzvaně ponořit, to znamená zmizet, tak jsme se mu snažili udělat falešné padělané doklady. Jednalo se hlavně o mladé Židy, kteří se chtěli vyhnout transportu. No a jednou právě Jindra přišel a říkal, že má známého Žida, který musí zmizet. No, tak jsme říkali ano, ale musí sehnat občanský průkaz. Nakonec mu dal svůj, my jsme jenom vyměnili fotografii, domalovali razítko a bylo to. No, já toho člověka nikdy nepoznal, nevím, o koho šlo, ale je možný, že se to nějak provalilo. Tak vidíte, to jsem se nějak s vámi tady zapovídal, už jsem měl být dávno pryč, ale ještě vám řeknu jedno. Před nějakým časem tady byl u mě mládenec z nadace Post Bellum, co sbírají vzpomínky válečných veteránů a politických vězňů a nějak mezi řečí přišlo na to, že mluvil i s vaším dědou, s Jindrou. Zkuste to se zeptat tam.
How we got somewhere. Yeah, I think it's because I had said that, because the two questions that I got wrong, I selected the right answers for them, so that's why I think he was more cooperative to continue on the conversation about my grandpa, so yay. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay, so we got Post Bellum and Marie. We'll try Marie first. Okay, I guess we're doing a phone call.
Prosím.
Look, can I speak to Marie?
A co jí chcete?
Okay, I'm trying to find out something about my grandpa, or my grandpa's past. This person allegedly knew him.
Bohužel není doma. Zkuste přijít zítra.
Crap, I fucked up. Okay, looks like I can't do anything with her. Great. Okay, well, we've only got pretty much one person to go to now. So we can go back to Grandma now. Okay, grandpa interview with a journalist from Postbellum. Oh, okay, so we got some tapes to listen to.
A já o tom dost nerad mluvím, protože to celý špatně skončilo.
Váš přítel říkáte, že nepřežil.
Právě, že nepřežil. Šlo o mého kamaráda ze školy, Egona Mareše. To byl bohem. On vždycky měl rád hezký holky. A kvůli tomu taky založil ještě na škole kapelu. Já v ní hrál na klarinet. Byli jsme velký kamarádi. Já jsem byl vždycky spíš takovej ve všem, střídnější. Za války to tak nějak opadlo. Já se oženil a kapela se rozpadla. Vlastně jsem se přestal setkávat i s tím Egonem. A někdy v zimě v roce 1942 jsem ho potkal ve městě. To vypadalo hrozně, protože to víte, nenastoupil do transportu, takže se skrýval. On byl Žid, ale nikdy to předtím nějak neprožíval. My jsme to snad ani nevěděli. A tak se z něj stal štvanec. Mně bylo jasný, že bych mu měl nějak pomoct, když to bylo tenkrát nebezpečný. Neměl žádný doklady, takže kdyby ho kontrolovali, tak to by dopadlo špatně. Pak jsem přišel na úžasný nápad, že jako ztratím doklady a že půjdu na policii a tam budu žádat, aby mě vystavili nový. Tak jsem to udělal a tu starou občanku, tu jsem zanes ke Krejcarovi, který znal někoho, kdo uměl předělat doklady. Takže Egon měl občanku se svojí fotkou na moje jméno, ale mohl se s tím pohybovat po městě.
Okay, do the Small Fortress one next.
Po začení vás teda po nějaký době převezli z Prahy do Terezína?
Ano, do malé pevnosti. Tam dávali lidi hlavně za odboj, ale taky kriminálníky. Ona to byla vlastně taková policejní věznice. Pro mě to byl teda obrovský šok, jak to tam bylo příšerný. Tam denně umírali lidi na nemoci, z hladu a taky stačilo, když jste se někomu znelíbil. Přímo na dvoře před ostatníma vás utloukli holema nebo taky zastřelili. Já jsem dostal celu číslo 14. To si budu navždycky pamatovat. Po obou stranách stěn byly prkený trojpatrový palandy. Ta cela byla původně pro 40 lidí, jenže ve skutečnosti se nás tam muselo směstnat mnohem víc. Slavníci, tak ti byli úplně vydrolený, takže se vlastně spalo na holých prknech. A v té celé v rohu bez zástěn stála jedna záchodová mísa a ze zdi koukal jeden kohoutek se studenou vodou. Většina bachařů to byli gauneři. Nad dvorem měl dozor nějaký Rojko, Němec, ale z protektorátu. Já jsem zažil, jak o jednoho vězně rozštípal násadu od koštěte. Šmíd? No, to byl taky holomek. Řekněme, že 2 bachaři byli slušní. No, asi po 14 dnech jsme šli na Außenkommanda. To se chodilo různě pracovat ven z pevnosti. Špatný komando bylo Reichsbahn. Tam se pod Bílý Pražce nakládali vagóny a tam jsem samozřejmě začínal. Dráha nám vařila polívku. Byla to spíš pobarvená voda, ale teplá. Tady jsem zůstal nějakou dobu a pak jsem se dostal na celkem dobrý komando. Krankenbau. To byla nemocnice v Litoměřicích. Tam jsme čistili cihly od vomítky a káceli kaštany. Německý sestry nám občas tajně podstrčili chleba s máslem.
Okay, let's try this one.
Vy jste zažil na konci války pochod smrti?
Naštěstí ne. Já jsem v tom Buchenwaldu před koncem války, těsně před koncem války, měl to štěstí, že jsem onemocněl. A tím pádem jsem se dostal na revír, kde jsem se dočkal osvobození. Jinak šly transporty smrti a řada lidí nepřežila. Americká armáda pak tábor převzala a postavila tam polní nemocnici. Tam jsem ležel dost dlouho, protože já snad měl několik těch nemocí najednou. Pamatuju se, že tam jednou se objevilo takový mladý, šiperný děvče, cikánka z Čech, což jsem byl hrozně rád, protože jsem si měl s kým povídat. Jmenovala se Marie Červeňáková. To byla úžasná taková vitální holka, která toho měla taky za sebou spoustu. Tam byla v Osvětimi, byla v Ravensbrücku. Nějaký transporty taky ji neminuli, ale jak se dala trochu dokupy, hned začala pomáhat v kuchyni anebo při ošetřování. A já potom, když taky odjížděla, protože vlastně všichni Češi už dávno odjeli, tak jsem ji poprosil, jestli by se nestavila v Praze u mý ženy a neřekla jí přímo osobně, že jsem v pořádku, že žiju. Po válce jsem se s ní ještě několikrát viděl, protože ona potřebovala na svazu doložit, že byla v těch lágrech, protože spoustu těch lidí, co tam bylo s ní, skoro všichni prostě zemřeli.
Yeah, we definitely got quite a lot of information out of that one. Let's try this one.
Z malé pevnosti jste se dostal do Osvětimi.
Ano. Tehdy nás jelo z Terezína asi 30. Vrátili nám naše oblečení. Eskortovali nás v osobním vlaku. V noci nás vždycky odvedli do nějaké věznice, kde jsme přespali a ráno jsme zase pokračovali a až jsme dojeli do té Osvětimi. A tam hned, jak jsme vystoupili, nám sebrali naše oblečení, poslali nás do těch koupelen, kde nás vykoupali, odvšivili a tak, jak jsme byli, nás vyhnali ven na dvůr a tam jsme museli stát několik hodin, než nám konečně dali táborové hadry a dřeváky a odvedli nás na blok číslo 9. Tam dávali hlavně jako nově příchozí. Tam nám jeden žid, vězeň, vytetoval číslo. Tam už bylo mrtvejch nepočítaně. I když o plynových komorách Březince jsme tehdy ještě nic nevěděli. Z té 9 se chodilo pracovat hlavně na Bauhof. To bylo likvidační komando. Tam se vykládaly 50-kilové pytle s cementem. Dovedete si představit při té stravě, jakou jsme měli sílu? 50 kilo, pane bože. A furt šnel. No, ale v těch dřevákách to šnel moc nešlo. A navíc já nikdy nebyl na těžkou práci moc stavěnej. Byl jsem na tom tenkrát hodně špatně. Jen si vezměte tu stravu. Čaj, říkali herbata. Bůh ví, z čeho to vařili. A poledne trochu tý polívky z řepy a večer kousíček chleba. Buď to margarín, nebo taková ta červená umělá marmeláda, anebo Leberwurst, no, jenže Bůh ví, co do toho namleli. Naštěstí se pak nějakým Čechům podařilo zorganizovat, že jsem se dostal do klempířský dílny, což už byla celkem slušná práce a tam jsem se seznámil k mému velkému štěstí s nějakým Jakubem Hajnem, Židem z Čech, který když věděl, jak jsem bezradnej, tak mi všechno ukázal a řekl, co a jak. A já mu byl vděčnej, protože on mě tam vlastně zachránil život. Já jsem se s ním zase dělil o jídlo z balíků, který mi posílala moje žena. Hein, jako Žid, žádný balíky dostávat nesměl. A taky od koho. Díky tomu jsme se spřátelili a já si myslím, že jsem stoupnul v jeho očích, když jsem mu vyprávěl, jak jsem se snažil pomoct Egonovi. No ale v létě 1944 jsme se rozloučili, protože mě a ostatní Čechy poslali do Buchenwaldu.
Okay, so we only have one more to listen to.
Já jsem vůbec nevěděl, co se děje, až když mi pak ukázali moje, teda Egonovy doklady, tak ve mně hrklo a bylo mi jasný, že je zlé. Víte, co to je? Biograf na pečkárně. To je taková holá místnost ve sklepě, bílá stěna, tam jsou lavice, jako v kině, a před vámi stěna, bílá. Tam si začnete promítat ty všechny svoje představy hrůzný, co bude, co nebude. No, pak si pro vás přijde, pro mě si přišel takový chlap jako hora. Pak mi ukázali ty moje staré doklady, co jsem dal Egonovi. Já jsem jim vysvětloval, že mi je někdo ukradl, ale ten chlap, bazoun, si na mě vzal pořádně tlustou hůl a řekl, že nemá cenu nic zatloukat a krýt někoho, když už je stejně mrtvej. Já hned věděl, že nesmím nic prozradit, no protože to by přišli na Krejcara, na další lidi, taky na mě, tak jsem pořád dokola opakoval, že jsem ty doklady ztratil. Pak už jsem nemohl ani mluvit. Vždycky si mě vytáhli z cely, vzali si mě do parády a přitom na mě řvali, že jestli nepromluvím, tak mě nechají popravit. Navíc do toho zamontovali, že schvaluju atentát, ale nakonec ze mě nic nedostali. Nebylo to jednoduchý. No pak asi usoudili, že z toho nic nebude, tak mě nechali bejt. Po nějaký době mě převezli do malé pevnosti v Terezíně.
Okay, we're done. Okay. We got the role of Egon and playing the rest of your grandpa. Okay. Okay, so getting quite a lot of information from there. Okay, so we can go see Marie again, or we can go see this Jacob Hein. I don't know how to pronounce it, but we'll go to Marie first. See if with our newfound information we can actually get her to talk. Okay, Grandpa's acquaintance from the camp, present as a Roma during the war of this place.
Dobrý den.
I wanted to ask whether you remember my grandpa. You allegedly met each other during the war.
Víte, milí zlatý, co já jsem všecko zkusila? Pochod smrti, sběrný lágr a ten zmatek, to bylo něco strašného. Však já už jsem předtím byla v Ravensbrücku a Osvětimi. A tam jsem přišla o celou rodinu. Lety, to bylo snad nejhorší.
With detail on the roadways segment. Yeah, I could not imagine what it'd be like to be in this situation. It must have been so terrifying. Okay, the following. With detail on roadways, that segment. The following. You go with this person to the kitchen. But they sent me to that place. Get to the kitchen. If we don't get this garbage cleaned up, we will never get rid of this swine thing. Do you think I want to die here in this rubbish? What did you say to him, Arnie, to get him to assign me with you in the kitchen? As if that guard beat this other person so hard. Her back is cut like a rustic truck. They laugh too much. It's true. They beat us like we aren't even human. What are you doing here? Commander sent me here. You're Marie, right? You know, Marie, you're a very pretty girl. Well, look here, what our young little thief is hiding. We'll come for you this evening. Arnie is coming for me again, and I'll have to submit to his will. I have to get out of here immediately. But how? I take the trash out to the forest. Usually they don't watch me. The trash dump is half a kilometer from camp. This evening you'll go with me, but won't return. Tell them you were with me all night. In the morning, get on the train and go to the family in this place. They live in this place. Marie is your second godmother. They haven't reported her yet. They look too white. Maybe they'll help you. Okay, I was able to escape the camp and couldn't let them catch me. I had to get to this place, but I had no money and no proper clothes. You had to choose the route Marie would take. You have very little time. Okay, let's go to Hills Ranger Station. Okay, let's still close. Okay, let's go to the forest again. Let's go to meadow and train station. Okay, let's go for mom. Excuse me. I was robbed and I need to get to this place. Sure. Not much, but I can spare a bit for the train. Oh yeah, I actually picked the right one this time and I gained 2 coins for it. Okay, I got to this place, that place, and found my relatives. This family. They were afraid of getting arrested, but they let me stay in their place. I hid for several months. Someone must have seen me and contacted the authorities. After they found me, they arrested the entire family and sent us to that nasty place.
Nakonec mě stejně chytili. Odvezli mě do Osvětimi, co pak na to se dá zapomenout. Na tu hrůzu. To se nedá.
Yeah, there's definitely no forgetting that. Okay, I'm sure there are some things you don't want to remember.
Třeba na Růženku, na moji kamarádku, která chudinka sbírala šlupky, aby mohla dát svému Tiborkovi. Nebo na mého bratra, jak ho tloukli, až ho utloukli. Na to se nedá zapomenout. A když vidím někde ten nápis Cigáni do plynu, srdce se mi zastaví.
Okay, I'm interested in the story of my grandpa. Do you remember him?
A víte, kolik lidí jsem já tenkrát potkala? To byste mi museli připomenout.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Okay, in his diary, Grandpa says that he helped him prove that he was a prisoner in that place.
To si nespomínám. To je už tak dávno.
I failed that. Great. Looks like I'm redoing that all again. Okay, shortly after the war, he delivered a message to my grandma that he was still alive.
Jakže se jmenuje váš děda? Jelínek? Setkala jsem se s ním, ale až po válce.
Hey, so we got somewhere. Grandma said he helped you sell something with the government. Is that right?
No, na svazu protifašistických bojovníků. Po válce jsem chtěla na všecko zapomenout. Ale jak roky šly, tak mě začaly zlobit klouby kyčlem. A z toho koncentráku jsem opravdu si přinesla takový neduhy, který mě teď tíží. Můj manžel Pavel mi říká, zkus to. Jdi se zeptat, jestli by ti nedali nějaký oškodné nebo invalidní důchod, jako to dali třeba si paní Danielovi. Tak jsem ho poslechla a šla jsem si zažádat o to. A ono to vyšlo. A hodně mi zařídil váš dědeček, protože mi dosvědčil, že jsem byla v tom koncentráku a taky mi zařídil lázně na ty moje bolavé nohy a klouby. O jsem byla hrozně ráda a vděčná.
Union was some communist organization, right?
No, komunistická. Hlavně to fungovalo. Víte, že ještě za první republiky jsme museli mít povolení, aby jsme mohli do města a museli jsme se hlásit četníkům. Co myslíte, jaké to byla doba? A proto my jsme těm komunistům hrozně věřili, ale potom se to pokazilo taky.
Do you remember if Grandpa said anything about why they arrested him?
Ano, mluvil. A zavřeli ho jenom proto, že pomohl jednomu Židovi. No ale měl štěstí ještě v neštěstí, protože se vrátil domů ke své rodině. A moje rodina, tam celá zůstala. Nebo těm Židům. Jednou jsem po válce znala. Ten se jim nedal zavřít do koncentráku. Ten jim utíkal, schovával se a dokonce bojovali ve Francii. Po válce se usídlil s vojákama v Žatci a tam jsme se poznali. Byl to fešák. Moc se mi líbil. Já jsem se mu taky líbila. Ale odešel do Izraele. Nic se tu nedržel. Jenže nezapomněl na mě. Posílá mi každý rok blahopřání k narozeninám. Mému manželovi se to moc nelíbí. Ale to je to. Hodně radostí do dalších let. Egon Mareš.
Okay, Egon, that was the name of Grandpa's friend. They played in band together.
To nebude on, to bude asi shoda jmen, protože on byl voják. A jestli chcete, tak vám můžu dát adresu z poslední pohlednice, co mi poslal.
Okay, thank you very much. Goodbye. Interesting. Okay, so we managed to get that done. Okay, so we can go meet Egon, but there's also this Jacob guy that we still haven't talked to yet. Okay, Grandpa's fellow prisoner at that place. As a Jew, he was prosecuted during the war.
Hele, kupovat nic nechci, žádnou výhodnou pojistku, petice nepodepisuju a Bibli už taky mám.
Yeah, we're not exactly here for that. Okay, you're very uncomfortably close. Okay, I'm this guy's grandson. I recently found out that he helped him in that place. I would like to learn more.
Jo, Jindrelínku, no proč to neřekneš rovnou? Já si furt říkám, jestli se mu něco nestalo, když přestal chodit na ty naše srazy. No tak pojď dál, pojď dál.
Okay, Grandpa said a lot of nice things about you. He allegedly saved his life.
To jsou silná slova, ale to víš, že se na něj pamatuju. On byl taková houžvička, vypadal, že moc nevydrží, že vydrží pár týdnů a bude konec, ale měl velkou vůli přežít. Já měl tu výhodu, že jsem byl docela řemeslně zručný. Dělal jsem v klempířské dílně a tak jsem mu občas mohl pomoct. My jsme se spřátelili. To bylo důležité, držet pohromadě, občas zase pomohl on mě. Prožili jsme toho spolu hodně. Třeba jednou v létě. To byly v Osvětimi velký horka. Žízeň jsme měli. Nasadili nás na stavbu nový tovární haly. Tahat cihly a pytle s cementem. Byli jsme zaprášeni a vysušeni jak trsky. Přitom žízeň je horší než hlad. Hlad se dá obelhat, ale žízně se nezbavíš.
Move. So slacking off is this. You're a tinsmith. Come with me. In order to decimate it, we had to lower the shack to the ground. Take out everything made of metal and put it in that pile in the middle. Do you understand?
Narazil jsem na zbytek vodovodního potrubí. Bylo v něm ještě trochu vody. Nejprve jsem ji chtěl vypít sám, pak jsem si říkal, co zítra? Chvíli jsem váhal a nakonec jsem se rozhodl podělit.
Come here, quick.
Mysleli jsme, že nás nikdo neviděl. Cítili jsme se trochu providělé, ale utěšovali jsme se tím, že ta trocha vody byla i pro 2 málo. Po osvobození se mě ale kamarád z komanda Albert zeptal, proč vy 2 ano a já ne? Na to se jednalo odpovědět.
Okay, does the name Egon mean anything to you? Literally, he and my grandpa knew each other.
Tak to nevím. Říkáš Mareš, Egon? To mi nic neříká.
I mean, that's fair enough. Okay, I'm trying to put together my grandpa's story. He never spoke about it.
Všechny svoje vzpomínky jsem zavřel do škatule, škatuli jsem dal do skříně a nerad na to vzpomínám. Takže se ani nedivím tvýmu dědečkovi, že o tom nechce mluvit. To nejde o to, jestli tam je nějaký extra velký tajemství. Prostě ty vzpomínky jsou natolik nepříjemný, že se na to nechce vzpomínat. Tak jako jsem to udělal já, dal jsem to do skříně a nemyslím na to. Ale zkus se zeptat dědečka. Třeba bude mít radost, že se o to zajímáš, o ten problém, třeba ti o tom něco poví.
You can't exactly do that. Okay, can I please look in the box? Oh, hey, I wasn't expecting him to give it up so willingly, but okay, thank you. It means a lot. Okay, let's have a snoop around. There's the star again.
19. září 1:40. Pamatuju si to jako dneska, byl to pátek. Od té doby jsme museli všichni nosit tohleto označení. Když jsem vyšel na ulici, tak jsem si připadal jak prašivej. Jak lidi viděli tu žlutou hvězdu, uhybali pohledem a nechtěli se podívat člověku do tváře. Ale nás to zase o to víc semklo dohromady. Já jsem si vůbec nepřipadal jako Žid. Dědeček byl Němec, babička byla Židovka, ale žila taky jako Němka. No a já byl Čech, já jsem si připadal jako Čech. No a najednou, jako člověk už jsem si připadal jenom mezi těma ostatníma, kteří nosili žlutou hvězdu stejně jako já.
Hey, what about this photo?
Takový zážitek se nedá ani slovy popsat. O tom nemůžu mluvit.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine living in a time like that. What about this?
Když se v protektorátu postupně začaly zavádět norimberské zákony, tak museli zaměstnanci vyplnit takový formulář s prohlášením o svém původu. Já jsem neměl co prohlašovat, protože 3 moji prarodiče byli Židi, takže jsem v občance měl velký J jako Jude. Nebyl jsem Čech, byl jsem Žid. Krátce předtím jsem dostudoval architekturu, byl jsem státní zaměstnanec, ale velice brzo mě vyhodili. Kolegové se mi vyhýbali. Nesměl jsem do kavárny, kam jsem rád chodíval. Nesměl jsem do tramvaje, anebo jenom do vyhražených oddělení. Z bytu jsem se musel vystěhovat.
Okay, what about this poster?
Vyděsilo mě, když se to po válce zase všechno vrátilo. Zase se začalo mluvit o židovském spiknutí, o sionistech. Začali se malovat karikatury s velkým ohnutým nosem. No a nakonec, jako vrchol, z prvního tajemníka strany Rudolfa Slánského udělali žida Salzmana a popravili ho. To už jsem definitivně ztratil jakoukoliv víru v komunismus. Byl jsem komunista. Do partaje jsem vstoupil po válce, byli jsme plní ideálů a po těch hrůzách, co jsme prožili za války, jsme všichni byli přesvědčeni, že se to musí zlepšit. Jenže pak se to všechno nějak pokazilo, takže když mě v 70. vyhodili, tak mi to ani nevadilo. Po válce se všichni vrhli na Němce. Bralo se to tak, jako že za válku můžou jenom oni, jeden jak druhej. Nikomu se nechtělo moc rozlišovat, protože to tak bylo jednodušší. Kolikrát stačilo německý příjmení, aby si měl problémy. Já jsem vždycky ukazoval číslo z koncentráku, nebo tohle osvědčení o národní spolehlivosti. No to je ten papír s razítkem vlastně zachránil moje prarodiče před odsunem, jenom protože mluvili německy.
Okay, that was it. Okay, how do you think it's possible that something like that could happen?
No já nevím, jak si to vysvětlit. Někdo říká, že za všechno může Hitler nebo Eichmann. Chytili ho, popravili ho, ale já jsem z toho neměl dobrý pocit. Myslím si, že tím se to vysvětlit nedá. Nedá se to svést všechno na jednoho, na dva lidi. Nedá se to svést na jednu politickou stranu. Je udivující a nepochopitelný, že celý ten národ, lidi, normální lidi, jako seš ty nebo já, že neviděli, co se dělo, a dělali všechny ty hrozné věci. Jak je to možný?
Okay, yeah, I think I'll just leave it there. I won't keep you. Thanks for the interview.
Tak pojď, já tě doprovodím. Pozdravuj dědečka. Měj se hezky, nazdar.
Okay, there's a few things we missed, but nothing like too important. Okay, so we really only got this Egon guy to talk to now. Okay, Grandpa's fellow student and friend from the band. Despite being Jewish, he avoided deportation during the war. Okay, now to know if, one, this is actually him, and two, if he's going to want to talk to us. Hi, I'm this guy's grandson. I was told that my grandpa was sent to a concentration camp because of you. God, that's, yeah. Hi, I'm the grandson of this guy from this place. I sent you a message. You replied that we could speak on the phone. I would like to ask you some things about my grandpa. That one sounds like a better
to vypadá,
one.
že to bude na delší dobu. No tak víte co? Já si vás dám na hlasitý odposlech. Jo, chvilku počkejte, malý moment.
And that Grandpa helped you escape out of deportation, but I don't know exactly what happened or why they arrested him.
Do toho transportu, do toho Terezína jsem vlastně nenastoupil. Já jsem zdrhnul. Ovšem tentokrát už to bylo takový o šejstlích, už to nebylo ono, jo. Zkrátka jedna z toho důvodu, hlavně teda, že už po mně policajti začali jít, jo, a to jsem začal mít obavy a dědeček to vycítil. Ale hrozně mi pomohl tím, že on na svoje doklady mi vystavil moje. Na jeho jméno z mojí fotografií.
Ciao. Hello. Did you get me those cigarettes? almost forgot, friend. I had to go to that place today for a package of food. I have to go on my day off, but I can't complain. At least I get first meat and lard, right? Well, if it's a hassle, I could go for you. Don't be crazy. It's dangerous, and if they caught you, you know what would happen to you. It's not that big a risk. Crap, there's something going on. The bastards are on the watch. Security checks will be strict today. Halt. Okay, show me release their dogs. Run for my life. Use the car so you can start the story of Egon's flight so that he escapes the pursuers. Choose a car on the screen and drag it to a free spot. Okay. Oh great, I got a timer on it. Ah great, I fucked up, didn't I? Okay, I had dogs search the entire railroad track. They could have found me quickly in a tree. Fortunately, I got away. Yeah, I didn't get a coin for that. Okay, documents where Grandpa's name were in that coat.
To je právě ten důvod, proč já si celou tu dobu kladu za vinu, že jsem zavinil Jindrovou smrt. Jo. Kdybych to sako nestratil tenkrát ve Vršovicích na nádraží, tak mohl tady být a nemusel skončit na popravišti.
But Grandpa's alive. You thought he was dead?
Cože? Děda žije? No, pane, já si od 45. roku dávám za vinu, že jsem zaviděl jeho smrt a on žije. No. Ježíš, to ještě, no hned po válce, jak jsme se vrátili, tak jsem se sebral a ujížděl jsem do Jindrovýho bytu. A tam mi právě ta bába, ta domovnice, tam mi řekla, že Jindru otáhlo gestapo, do Osvětimi teda, jo, a že už se nevrátil. No a Lída, že se odstěhovala.
Okay, they did send Grandpa to a concentration camp, but he survived. Now he's in the hospital, but he's very ill and barely speaks.
To je mi líto. Hrozně.
Okay, would you like to visit him? He would be very excited to see you.
Moc rád. Já kdybych býval viděl, že žije, tak už dávno bych přijel.
Yay, we get to finally reunite them. And that's it. Oh, man, that was actually really well done. That definitely took a while to get through, but we still managed to get through it nonetheless. Yeah, definitely learned a lot more about World War II in this game than I did in school, so... But yeah, if you guys want to get this go for yourself, I know there was like a lot of information that I didn't find out, so if you guys want to try it for yourself and see what else you can find out about it, yeah, link will be down in the description below, and yeah, we'll be moving on.